Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Are you challenging me to a deathmatch right now? Yeah, I thought so. Don't point your sticks at me like that. Today we're going to be talking about a scumbag I have already talked about before, and what he does just solidifies his scumminess. So we're going to be circling back on Brandon Connor. That might not be a recognizable name for you because he doesn't actually produce anything of worth. All he does is quote-unquote report the news, even though most of his news is just general shit and like stupid trends that nobody participates in. But yet, he's been milking the death of a beloved star who passed away last month, Oliver Tree. He posted like 5 videos on him with like updates, and each one of his videos was like a minute long. And he got called out, and his response was really fucking stupid. But anyway, let me show you one of his videos just to demonstrate what he does if you didn't watch my previous video.
It has just been 100% confirmed that famous musician Oliver Tree has sadly passed away. Yes, you sadly heard me correctly. It is being reported that 2 helicopters in Brazil ended up colliding into each other that resulted in 6 people losing their lives, and one of those 6 people was Oliver Tree. He was only 32 years old, and may Oliver Tree, along with all the other people that were involved in the collision, rest in peace.
Now, you might be thinking, wow, that's really unfortunate news. That's actually a very appropriate way to do it, and it was only 30 seconds long, so he doesn't earn any ad revenue on it. But that's where you're wrong, because he would end up earning ad revenue on all of the other videos that he would post about Oliver Tree. Because he does these long pauses to draw out the video so it gets to over a minute so he can earn money on everything. And it's so fucking disgusting, especially when you're doing this about somebody's death who you didn't know, you had no relation to in any real way that wasn't parasocial. Like, you don't know this guy, and yet you draw every other video on him past a minute, but not that one, because then you could say, well, I didn't draw it out. I'm not being scummy and monetizing his death.
We officially have a new update on this entire Oliver Tree situation, and it's absolutely devastating. So as all of you know, a few days ago in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 6 people ended up losing their lives after 2 helicopters collided into each other, and what is being reported that all 6 bodies have finally been identified, but there was only one body that they were really struggling to identify, and that was Oliver Tree's. I really don't feel comfortable going into the specifics, but let's just say Oliver Tree was left completely unrecognizable, and the only way that they were actually able to identify him was by using his dental records, which was by using his teeth.
See what I mean, though? Like, there's no reason you have to emphasize the teeth there. This video was a minute and 4 seconds long. That pause added at least a second onto the video, being like, they used his dental record, which uses his teeth. Like, no shit, dude. That's what a dental record is.
This entire situation just still truly does not feel real, but sadly it is. Here's a list of all the victims that were confirmed to be involved in this tragedy in which they all lost their lives. I will be sure to keep you updated if I get any more information. We still do not know the cause of how the helicopters collided into each other. The investigation is still being worked through, and my condolences go out to all their friends and families. And may all the victims rest in peace.
See what I'm getting at, though? It's like he has these unnecessary pauses of when he talks. And it's not like oh, he's trying to think of what to say. Because I have plenty of those throughout my videos. But I typically go through and edit them out. It's a little bit different when you're on camera. And on camera, you can't really edit those out without it looking a little bit more choppy. So I don't understand why he doesn't just re-record it. Like, you don't need to pump out 25 TikToks a day. You could post 24 and it'd be fine. But even still, I think the reason that he does it, on common phrases too, like rest in peace, you don't really need to think about that. He says it just to draw out the runtime so he gets paid. That's the entire reason he does it. And then it's so fucking scummy because all of the Oliver Tree fans, which there were a lot of before his passing, they all really want to support Oliver. So of course they're going to like something like this, which then feeds into his ad revenue. And it's so fucking disgusting.
Oliver Tree is now officially the most followed person all across social media. Yeah, I am not kidding. As all of you likely know, yesterday Oliver Tree tragically passed away at the age of 32. And as a result of that, he is gaining millions upon millions of followers on every single one of his social media platforms. On top of that, Oliver Tree also ended up becoming the most listened to musician in the entire world, and it's just always so weird, when a musician passes away or any type of celebrity, their career just instantly takes off and it becomes bigger than what they actually were when they were still with us.
It's also weird knowing that a bunch of slop creators like you will milk their deaths just to boost your revenue. And you're effectively making money off of the loss of a good person, a solid dude. But no. It's so weird that people listen to their music after their death. I'm sure that's the weirdest part.
It's honestly unsettling to think about that he will probably make the most amount of money he has made throughout his entire career from his music after he passed away. And it's just so weird how that is. Interestingly enough, though, Oliver Tree knew exactly that this would happen. That's why he actually set something up so when he passed away, all the money that he earned throughout his entire career and all the money that he's going to earn throughout the rest of his career, even though he is no longer with us, is going to be donated to charity. So, yeah, I can't believe he is no longer with us. Still does not feel real, and may he rest in peace.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly a pretty nice thing that Oliver did. That's pretty cool. It's unfortunate that he makes a lot of money after his passing, but you know what? I'm happy it's going to somewhere good. Unfortunately, I feel like you should stop making videos, and you're not going to make another one, right? Right?
Oliver Tree is currently the most unfollowed and followed person here on TikTok for quite an interesting reason. So recently people discovered that anytime you follow Oliver Tree here on TikTok, almost immediately you will get a message from an Oliver Tree fan calling you a LARPer, which basically means that they are saying that you are a fake fan of Oliver Tree because you followed him after he passed away. So naturally that has caused a bunch of people to want to test that out for themselves. So if they weren't following Oliver Tree before, they are following Oliver Tree to see if an Oliver Tree fan will call them out for being a LARP. And then if they were following Oliver Tree before, they will unfollow Oliver Tree, then refollow him to once again see if an Oliver Tree fan will call them out for being a LARP.
You would think a man who makes his videos primarily for children would be probably caught up on the lingo that they use, like LARPing or a LARPer, but for some reason he's calling them a LARP. This is unrelated to him being a scumbag. I just thought that was funny.
So yeah, definitely a very, interesting TikTok trend, that is for sure. I'm not really too sure how to feel about it, but I guess at the end of the day, it is getting attention to Oliver Tree's TikTok page, which will likely generate money, and then that money will likely be donated to the Oliver Tree charity that was created after Oliver Tree passed away. So I guess, it is kind of helping in a way, but still kind of weird, and I'm curious to know your thoughts about all of this.
Yeah, I really just have such a bad taste in my mouth just from those pauses. It's so obvious you're trying to stretch out the video to make money, and you're doing it about someone that you supposedly care about. That's fucked up. You're not donating any of the money from your TikToks to go to that charity that you just mentioned. So why are you stretching it out for money? I understand everyone has to pay their bills somehow, but at what point do we just sacrifice all of our morals just to get paid by TikTok? We'll make what, $20 maybe? It's fucking pathetic. And he recently got called out by Brev. Shout out Brev. He called him out as another one of those slop fucking news anchors. We're not talking about Dylan Page here. He was primarily focused on Brandon.
Officially have an update on Oliver Tree.
We officially have an update on which My Little Pony's farts smell the worst. It is now officially confirmed. Update Marlin's wiener.
You all win. The hate I've been receiving over these past few days have been too much for me to handle, and after 7 years of creating content on this app, I'm done. I'm just kidding. Y'all are not going to get rid of me that easily. This is what I signed up for. People are going to love me. People are going to hate me. And at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Aw, Brandon, you're so fucking quirky. Oh, yeah, you're such a goofball. Look, all the videos you made milking Oliver Tree's death just to make money. You goofball.
I told myself when I first started the post on TikTok to have fun, and when I stopped having fun, that's when I knew to just completely quit making videos on TikTok, and that has not happened yet, and I don't think it ever will.
Brandon, shut the fuck up. You don't do anything creative. You're a content creator who does the lowest IQ slop content for children that is slightly better than AI. You do not do something that is actually worth anything. All your videos have the same pauses just so they can get to 1 minute and you can get paid. You do it for money. Stop acting like you do it for fun.
Now, do I have the best content out there? No. Am I the best looking out there? No. But at the end of the day, I am dedicated and consistent, and I'm always evolving my content, whether you realize it or not, to help me continue to stay relevant.
Okay, Brandon, let's test that theory. I'll take a video from 2 years ago, and I'll compare it to a video today. And I want you to tell me the difference.
Top 3 famous TikTokers that have mysteriously gone missing, Part 1. The Cat in the Hat trend genuinely may be the most unsettling trend in all of TikTok history.
The only thing that changed is what you talked about. And even then, you still try and do, like, modern trends. You're not, like, doing something crazy different. You're just following trends. Like every other creator out there. That's, like, nothing special. Oh, I'm changing. I'm doing all this and that. You're following trends. That is what you are doing. Why are you pretending like you're not just doing what every other person does? You are the basic bitch of content creation.
Love me or hate me, you have helped me create this into my job for the past 7 years, and I thank you for that. So thank you for the hate. Thank you for the love, because you have changed my life so much, more than you would ever know.
You're welcome, Brandon. If you want to live as an internet punching bag making slop content for 4-year-olds to digest, that is all you. I'm not personally mad at you, but I think you are a scumbag for milking the death of Oliver Tree. Also, you might not have noticed, but in that video, he threw in the line, "Oh, I'm not the funniest or most entertaining or attractive," trying to, like, fish for compliments in the comments. He did it in another video that called him out too. I'll show the clip right here.
Can someone just help me understand, how is Brandon Connor here as popular as he is on TikTok?
To be honest, I'm just consistent. I've been creating content on this platform every single day since 2019, and yes, I may not be the most entertaining, I may not be the most good looking, but at the end of the day, one thing's for sure is I'm consistent and I'm dedicated to what I do.
Like, come on, dude. Like, why are you throwing in, like, these fishing lines trying to get compliments out of your fans? They're all 14, dude. Like, it's just so pathetic. But anyway, that's my update on Brandon Connor. I saw a lot of people hating on him on TikTok, and I thought, hey, I should make an update video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video and made it all the way here, please consider subscribing. Honestly, if you want to just drop a like or something, that'd be cool too. Or you could just tell me to fuck off in the comments. Anyway, see ya.